Well, Israel says it's facing the prospect of Syria-based militants attacking across its northern border with the backing of Bashar al-Assad's regime. A Palestinian armed group reportedly says it's been given the green light by Damascus to carry out raids from the Golan Heights. It's apparently part of Syria's response to a series of Israeli airstrikes on its territory over the weekend. Well, Syrian missile batches have also been pointed at Israel, ready to retaliate in the case of any new attack. In neighbouring Lebanon, combined Syrian-Lebanese units are reportedly on standby. Well, let's get more analysis from journalist and author Gilbert Mercier live now here on RT. Thanks for joining us. Now, Israel seems to be surrounded here in a pretty vulnerable position. Before we go ahead with your comments, let's have a quick listen to what the Free Syrian Army told us just a little bit earlier here on RT. Have a quick listen.
Of course, we won't side with the regime, but we won't side with Israel either, which is a traditional enemy of our country. But I want to stress that if Israeli strikes are aimed at destroying Syria's infrastructure, we will stand with the regime. If Israel's target is the Syrian people, we will stand with the regime.
Well, there we go. We will stand with the regime. I mean, with all this happening and Lebanon vowing support for Syria as well, where is all this going to lead to?
Well, Israel is really playing with fire just like they did in January. And what they're doing, I think they're basically testing the water here, testing the international community and see how they're going to react. Apparently, from various Washington sources, the attack on Sunday wasn't greenlit by the White House. They were not even consulted, apparently. Apparently, it was a complete fait accompli. And it is, they might be testing the water to see if the international community would move in case they would attack Iran. But they are, as I mentioned, playing with fire because they attack today as united, well, Turkey, which is a sunny, mainly sunny country, and not friend of the Assad government, who basically stated, Erdogan today stated that the attack from Israel was absolutely unacceptable, and it is confirmed by the opposition in Syria.
Okay, can I just ask you then? I mean, just about the meeting between Sergei Lavrov and John Kerry. What's your stand on that then? Because they appear to be expressing a certain degree of solidarity, didn't they?
Well, they did, but I think what the international community should really look into, and I've mentioned that in several articles before on News Junkie Post, is the considering a potential Balkanization of Syria, perhaps splitting the community, the Alawite, the Sunni, and the Kurd area into three parts. Sort of following the model of former Yugoslavia, if you wish. And nobody has really considered that, and that could be a way out. Otherwise, the 1.2 million Alawite providing Assad fall would become very likely a victim of a genocide.
And what do you make of the situation regarding chemical weapons? I mean, John Kerry and Washington have been basically saying that this could be a kind of a way out, a loophole for them to possibly even start arming the rebels and have a more intense conflict there. What's your view on that?
Well, my view on that, it's a déjà vu situation. It's the déjà vu of Iraq, of the weapon of mass destruction, and that doesn't fly too well with the international community. It is basically, they claim that sarin gas have been used, and today Obama, in a parallel fashion of the meeting between John Kerry and Vladimir Putin, told at a press conference that, well, he was going to act on the situation in Syria, and he made an analogy between his action against Osama bin Laden and Gaddafi. So that is some kind of vague threat to Assad. You know, he basically said, okay, we will act on the chemical weapon issue. We're just taking our time, and we want to be sure that we are right. But it is basically Israel is forcing the hand of everybody and possibly, actually probably, trying to provoke Hezbollah into retaliation. And the thing that Israel seems to forget is, can they handle a front against Lebanon and against Syria at the same time?
OK, we'll have to leave it there. We are out of time, but thanks very much indeed for your comments and thoughts here today. Gilbert Mercier, thank you.
Thank you very much.